Today I'm filming the 2020 Toyota 4Runner. If you guys are looking for an old school SUV with modern day technology, should you put the 4Runner on your list? Let's find out. Looking at this beautiful exterior color of this army green, get up to Toyota to give you a unique color here. These taillights are going to be a halogen projector bulb with an incandescent turn signal with an automatic high beam. Looking here, a lower part of your bumper there's going to be an LED fault light here. I'm surprised Toyota didn't go with a full LED design. Only thing you're going to get LED in the front fascia here is these LED fault lights, so it's an LED combination here. This hood scoop is not functional, so it doesn't cool that 4-liter V6 that Toyota offers here. But like I mentioned, this army green is a unique color, and I think you guys should definitely put this army green on the top of your list if you're looking to purchase a 4Runner. Looking here, a lower part of your grill here, your Toyota name, which is spelled out. This pad here is for your adaptive cruise control, also for emergency braking. Your bumper here is going to be painted in this black color here, and you also get a skid plate which has your TRD badge, which is embroidered in this red color here. But let's look on the hood here of the 4Runner and see what powers this thing. Looking here under the hood of the 4Runner, this has the company's 4-liter V6. It makes 270 horsepower, 278 foot-pounds of torque. As distance it weighs around 4,700 pounds. You can tow 5,000 pounds. Fuel economy numbers, if you guys honestly really want to know what the fuel economy numbers are, fuel economy numbers are 16 in the city, 19 on the highway, and 17 combined. It's paired with a 5-speed automatic transmission. Yes, I just said a 5-speed automatic transmission. This is probably one of the lowest gear cars ever driven on my channel. But let's look at the side proportions of the 4Runner. Looking at the side profile of the 4Runner, I actually like the side profile of the 4Runner compared to the front fascia, but the front fascia doesn't look that bad, but I actually like the side profile of the 4Runner just a little bit better. Looking at these tires and wheels here, these are a 265/70 width tire. They're wrapped in a 17-inch rim design. I like the matte black finish here with your TRD center caps here basically let you know what kind of trim level you have. 4 disc brakes for all 4 wheels. These are some beefy all-terrain tires, so you can take this thing rock climbing, mudding, off-road. Anything you guys would like to do with your 4Runner is going to be very capable with the low transfer case and also with these fat beefy tires. This mirror cap here is in this beautiful shade of green as well. And above, my Tesla has a standard sunroof. Toyota doesn't offer a panoramic sunroof, unfortunately, on the 4Runner. You do get this basket up here just in case the cargo is full or you're carrying some people. You can just put that stuff on top of the 4Runner. Your wheelbase is 109.8 with overall length of 191.3. But let's look at the rear of the 4Runner. The rear of the Toyota 4Runner, looking at these taillights, they're an LED combination with an incandescent turn signal, an LED reverse light with an LED brake light. There's some badging back here, which is your Toyota emblem, your 4Runner badge, your TRD Pro badge, which is here. Surprised Toyota didn't put it in this bright red color that they did with the front skid plate there. There's these 2 buttons here which lower this rear glass here. Just like in the Toyota Tundra, you can lower this rear glass to give the carrier a more airy feel. Looking at the lower part of your bumper here, there's a tow receiver hitch. You can tow up to 5,000 pounds. And the spare tire that's underneath the bumper here. Surprised to see that there's no rear parking sensors, but Toyota does give you a standard backup camera. Open up the cargo here. Unfortunately, this is not the power lift gate. You probably have to go for like the limited trim. Surprised to see that Toyota didn't put a power lift gate in the TRD Pro version of the 4Runner here. There's this tray here that you can sit up to 440 pounds of weight. That's the maximum weight you can put. You can turn this into like a table if you're off-road and you wanted to have a little snack. You can just basically put 2 chairs there and just basically eat your dinner or lunch, wherever the case is. And just to slide it back, this is a one-hand job here. And you can also put a 3rd row option in the 4Runner. I'm surprised to see my Tesla didn't have it, but this slidable tray here is one of the best options I will put on my 4Runner just in case I wanted to spec mine out instead of having that 3rd row configuration, which is very tight. If you guys would get the 3rd row configuration, there's a household outlet with a 12-volt with some storage compartments. When all the seats are folded up, you get around 47.2 cubic feet of space. When you fold everything down, you get 89.7. But let's hop into the interior of the Toyota 4Runner. Looking at the exterior design of the Toyota 4Runner, I like this beautiful shade of army green, but this is the company's key fob here. It's the same key fob that's in the Toyota Tundra. Looking at these features here, which is a lock, unlock, a panic button mount. But walking up to the 4Runner here, you keep this key in your purse or in your pocket. To lock the door, just rest your finger there, and to unlock it, Toyota does a sensor behind the door. Up this interior, my Tesla does have the black interior with the red stitching, your TRD badge, which is embroidered into the actual headrest of the seats here. The materials here are going to be a soft touch material. It is express up, express down for all 4 windows. Your lock controls are here. There's accented chrome door handle here. There's additional storage, more portions down here, which is going to be soft touch with the red stitching. Additional storage down here with the cup holder. This is 8-way power adjustable seating with lumbar support. Your mirror controls are here, your dimmer switches, your automatic high beam switches here, your rear blade to keep that rear glass clean, which is there, your 400-watt AC 12-volt household outlet. Steering wheel is going to be a manual telescoping. But get inside the 4Runner here, my Tesla doesn't have running boards, unfortunately, or a grab handle here to be on this A-pillar, but you have to hoist yourself up into this vehicle. I'm only 5'8". We get inside the 4Runner. You guys know how to start up a vehicle. Just put your foot on the brake and press the start-stop button here. And that 4-liter V6 will come to life. Looking at these gauges here, as you can see, a nice indentation of the 4Runner, which is in this small LCD screen here. It's maybe like a 3.5-inch display. You guys like old school, these have these old school style gauges here with your coolant temperature, your fuel reader here, your RPM layout, and also your speedo layout. The materials here on the upper part of your dashboard is going to be hard touch plastic. Surprised to see that Toyota didn't put a soft touch material, just like on the door panel here. Like you guys can see when I push it down, it's a little squishy. There's some buttons here on there's some buttons here on the steering wheel here, which is for your volume control, your voice command, and the option to hang up the phone here. I don't like the steering wheel design. It reminds me of the Toyota Tundra. It looks too bulky, it looks too big. Little boasters here you guys can grab here just in case you're really off-roading or you take off-roading very serious here. And this little trackpad here, you can go through this small helper screen here, which shows you your music, your adaptive cruise control, your lane departure warning, all your safety stuff, your messages if you had your phone connected to the infotainment screen, your settings here, like I mentioned, your lane keep assist, your forward collision warning, all your vehicle settings and stuff. You can cycle through that right there. Your forward collision warning button here, your lane departure button, which is here. Looking here at the center stack here, there's some air vents, and there's a digital clock here. You can change the hour and minutes from these little buttons here, right there. As you can see, I get a little closer for you guys. You can change the time and etc. Like I mentioned, all this is going to be hard touch plastic for the upper part of your dashboard. This is an 8-inch screen here. This is Toyota's Intune 3.0 system. There are some dedicated hard buttons here for your home, media, audio, and map. Clicking here for the map here. It's a very snappy system. I've showed you guys the system once before. This is one of the best systems in the business, like the Uconnect system. I actually like that system a lot. It's really snappy, it's really on its feet. There's these small volume and tuning knob buttons here. Looking here at the little part of your center controls here, there's this dual climate control, your different modes for your fan speeds. There's additional storage down here with a USB port. Also 12-volt outlet here, more additional storage down here. A cup holder, this is for your low transfer case here. It's a 2 high, a 4 high, 4 low, and a neutral. Unlike the Jeep Wrangler that I reviewed, this thing is actually really easy to use. It's not like how you have to basically manhandle it and put all your strength into it. This thing is really easy to shift through the actual gears here. And you guys are wondering where it happened to the shifter here. The dealership takes this off because people will come into the dealership and actually swap these out and basically steal them. So that's why my Tesla is missing the actual shift knob here. But putting the 4Runner into reverse here, it does have a backup camera. It does have distance markers, but not trajectory. There's no rear parking sensors or front parking sensors or front-facing camera. The Gladiator does have an advantage over this vehicle just with the front-facing camera. Kicking over here to the left, there's a sport mode here with 5 different gears. This is one of the lowest transmission vehicles ever driven on the channel here. We're putting it back into park. There's a seat button here with some carbon fiber like trim here. And this button here, you guys are wondering what this button's for. It's for that rear glass back there, like I mentioned. You can just click it up or down to give this cabin more of an airy feel. The upper part of your dashboard, like I mentioned, is a hard touch material, more like brushed like aluminum trim here. The glove box here is damp, but it's not lined with felt. It's a decent sized glove box. The seats in here are not bolstered, but they don't feel comfortable as well. But I like the designing wise, they have the TRD badge, which is red here. I wish Toyota would make these a little bit more softer, but these seats in here, you know, they're okay, but I wish Toyota would make them just a little bit more aggressively bolstered. There's additional storage here, another cup holder. Your center console is nice and padded here. Over the center console, it's a decent size center console here with a 12-volt. But closing that back, above me there's a standard size sunroof. Toyota doesn't offer a panoramic sunroof just yet. Looking at the upper part of your controls here, it is an incandescent lighting throughout the whole entire cabin. The 3 garage universal opener here, your stability control, your 8-track control, your locking rear differential button here. This is for your crawl control mode. You can put in a low, a medium, and also a high mode if you would like, just in case you're rock climbing or going through some mud or whatnot. This is for your multi-terrain select. You can, whatever mode you're in off-road, you can do it. And the 4Runner basically get you through it. Like I mentioned, I'm really surprised with this. This is very easy to use to basically compare it to the Jeep Gladiator, and it offers this system here. But let's hop into the back seat because I'm really impressed with this new technology that Toyota offered. A bigger infotainment system here. Also, it does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which is going to be standard for 2020. Also with its driver's assistance tech, which is Toyota Safety Sense. Let's hop into the back seat of the Toyota 4Runner. So getting to the back seat here of the Toyota 4Runner, unfortunately my tester doesn't have running board, so you have to hoist yourself up into the vehicle. And surprisingly, there's no actual grab handle here. So short people like myself, you have to basically hoist yourself up into this vehicle. The materials back here are going to be a soft touch, just like in the front seat. So Toyota didn't skip out on the actual materials. There are 2 mat pockets here with the rear air vents, 2 quick fast charging USB ports. The floor back here is nice and flat. You can definitely fit 3 people across. And Toyota rates the legroom back here at 32.9 inches of legroom. If you want to have a load floor to basically be flat here, you can just fold this headrest down here, pull this tab and press this button here, and the seat will just fall down into the floor, just in case you want to have a little bit more space in the actual cargo room. Surprised to see there is no panoramic sunroof. Toyota doesn't offer that, but you do have a decent amount of headroom here. But putting this armrest down here, there are 2 cup holders with a nice portion to rest your elbows. But let's take the 4Runner out and see how it performs. We'll start off in the 2020 Toyota 4Runner. Visibility in here is really good. I have a big commanding view of the road here from this front windshield here. Even though the hood has these bulges in it with that fake air end scoop, the side mirrors are pretty big, but they don't offer blind spot monitoring. You do have pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise control, all Toyota Safety Sense, which is going to be standard, so you don't have to pay additional options. So that's a really good plus for Toyota when it comes to offering standard safety features in here. Well, at the rear, I have a good visibility at the rear glass, but I'm really surprised because this is one of the only vehicles that I have reviewed on my channel that has a 5-speed automatic transmission. So, you know, I'm gonna just do a slight acceleration run really quick. Put my foot down. This is not in sport mode or anything. I'm gonna put my foot on the brake. I feel like 0 to 60 is maybe 8 seconds, maybe high 8 seconds. And that was just me getting up to 40 miles an hour. It didn't seem too long. This has the company's 4-liter V6. It makes 270 horsepower, 278 foot-pounds of torque, and it's paired with a 5-speed automatic transmission. So this is one of the lowest transmission vehicles I ever driven since I've been doing reviews. Of course, you guys know Chevy has the 10-speed, Ford has the 10-speed. I've driven the 8-speed in the Ram 1500. But you cannot go wrong with the 4Runner. If you want an old school SUV with a modern day technology like the Toyota Safety Sense, which is standard. You have the 8-inch display here with the Intune 3.0. I'm not sure if Toyota still calls it that nowadays, but this does come with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So it does have some modern day technology in this vehicle. If you guys are hearing what that rattling noise is, that's the actual tag from the dealership. I just have it in the rear glass back there. So it's not the actual vehicle itself that's actually making the rattling noise. But the noise in here is really good. That 4-liter V6, it sounds pretty good, but I just feel like it's underpowered because this vehicle weighs almost 4,700 pounds, and I'm like 270 horsepower And a vehicle like this with a 4-liter V6 with double head over cam, I feel like this vehicle is underpowered, honestly, because 270 horsepower, you can get that in a traditional car. Even the Toyota Camry has 301 horsepower, so I'm not sure why Toyota didn't beef up their V6 and put that 3.5 liter V6 from the Camry in here. That would give this thing a decent amount of power instead of 270 horsepower. That 5-speed automatic transmission, it pairs good with this in certain aspects. It always seeps out at the highest gear to get the best fuel economy, but this car gets like 16 miles in city and like 19 miles on the highway and like 17 combined. So those are not really good fuel economy numbers, Toyota. And you know, a lot of people look forward to buying these because of what they can do off-road. So I think a lot of people don't really look forward to the actual fuel economy numbers. My foot is down. See, like I mentioned, this thing is shifts. It has some really good shifts for a 5-speed automatic transmission. Just like in the Tundra, it has a 6-speed. Toyota is going away from the V8 really soon, so it's going to have a twin turbo V6. So it's going to be a hybrid powertrain that I was reading up on. So kind of looking forward to driving that actual powertrain in that vehicle particularly. But yeah, 5-speed. It's one of the lowest gear transmission cars I've ever driven since I've been doing car reviews, like I mentioned. But yeah, this thing, it's old school at its best. It has a traditional look like an SUV. It handles good. The platform feels very well planted. The steering feel is very playful. It does have a double wishbone front suspension in the front. No paddles on the wheel, of course. It's just a traditional old SUV. And that Toyota catback exhaust, it drones down here. It does have that like that droney sound in here. I'll put my foot down. My foot's not down to the floor, but it was put down. But the 4Runner doesn't know what gear to be in. It's always trying to be in the top gear for the best fuel economy. But like I mentioned, 16 in the city, 19 on the highway, and 17 combined. It's really not good fuel economy numbers, Toyota. After spending time with the 2020 Toyota 4Runner, the question I asked in the beginning of the video, if you're looking for an old school SUV with modern day technology, should you put the 4Runner on your list? And the simple answer is yes, because this car offers Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, a bigger infotainment system, also with Toyota Safety Sense, which is going to be standard, which is the emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, all your nooks and crannies that you guys would like in a modern day SUV. So how much does a 4Runner cost? My Tesla starts off at $49,765. This does have a destination charge, which makes my Tesla sticker for $51,314. I'd like to give a special thanks to Wilford for providing me with the Toyota 4Runner. If you're in the market for a 4Runner, you guys can come to South Dade Toyota and ask for Wilford. And this is my full overview on the 2020 Toyota 4Runner. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews, and please keep subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'll catch you all in the next video.